Hello again, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to your week. It's Monday afternoon, actually early evening now, about 20 minutes to 6. Beautiful sunny day here and starting to wind down from the day. And actually I'm in my garage gym, the Vicnasium, as one of my clients, Rich, has dubbed it over this last couple of years. And just before I came on here, I had my son, my 11-year-old son, Zach, come in, tell me he was heading to a baseball game with a friend of his and his friend's family. And it got me thinking. It made me think back. Ironically, it had nothing to do with the conversation we had, but had me thinking back to a post that I had put on Facebook earlier this morning about, perfection. I'm trying to remember exactly what I wrote specifically, but think production over perfection. And what I mean by that is that even if you're 1% better, no, it's not 100%. 1 is less than 100. But being 1% better is much more important to focus on than trying to seek perfection. And I lived that firsthand for many, many years. I tried so hard in every aspect of my life, health and fitness especially, when it came to doing everything perfectly. I had to do everything just right, just the way I thought it needed to be. And if it was the slightest bit off, I would get so upset with myself, so disappointed in myself because it wasn't quite the way it needed to be. Now I'm starting to see that through my son's eyes, through Zach's eyes. Let me give you a little backstory here. He's participating in a school play, and it's, Little Orphan Annie. He's Daddy Warbucks. No, he doesn't have to, chop off that long head of hair that he has and go bald for the role. But so my wife especially, Shelly, she's been working with him, running his lines a little bit every night, so he can work on it. And when he messes up just one word, it completely throws him off. If he says the instead of that, again, completely throws him off. And it makes it that much harder for him to focus moving forward. And with each misstep, each, missed word, whatever it is, it really does a number in his head, and really throws him off completely to the point where you pretty much have to stop at that point because you're not going to be able to proceed any further and make any more progress. So it's something that I have to see firsthand. Unfortunately, I've passed that negative trait, that unfortunate trait onto my son, as much as I hate to admit that it's the truth. And because now he's a seeker of perfection. He wants everything to be just so, to be just right the way he thinks it should be, as opposed to just trying to be a little bit better each and every day. So the message to you is, don't be like me in that regard. Am I still that way to a certain extent? Yes. It's something I work on each and every day. And I get a little bit better at it. At least I hope I get a little bit better at it every single day. But when you're talking about your health and fitness or whatever it is, if it's, being a parent, being a spouse, in your career, in your social life, in your activities, whatever it is, whatever aspect of life we're talking about here, remember that the goal is to simply be a little bit better each day. That's it. That's the goal. Be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Because let's face it, no one's perfect. And if we're striving for perfection, I'm telling you what's happening right now. You're saying to yourself, and I chose today specifically, let me preface this by saying, I chose this particular topic today because it's the first Monday of the first full week in a new month. in the month of May. And we always talk about with health and fitness, oh, I'll start first of the month. I'll start first of the month. And then when you don't, when you get to that point and you want things to be a certain way and they're not, what do? You wait longer. You decide not to take action. And then next time I'm going to wait till June 1st and then July 1st and so on down the line. The enemy of perfection is the fact that we're just sitting around waiting for the perfect time or the perfect workout plan or the perfect diet, which don't exist. All we can do is focus on the task at hand, and that's trying to be even 1% better than we were the day before. And if you do that, that's a success. Because here's what's happened. Here's what happens. We talk about trying to get to that perfection, that 100%. If I'm 1% better today than I was yesterday, and then 1% better tomorrow than I was today, and right on down the line, I'm going to keep stacking little wins, little victories that gets me to my ultimate goal. That's the key here, is continuing to progress to the point where all of a sudden you've reached your ultimate goal. And if you do that and you look back on it, you're going to learn from every aspect of it. You're going to learn from the successes. You're going to learn from the mistakes. You're going to learn from, the goals that you accomplished along the way, and you're going to learn from your missteps. So it's never going to be perfect, but it is going to be successful. And that's the key. That's ultimately what you're looking for. You want to be successful. And that's going to take time. It's going to take patience. And it's going to take not thinking like me when you have to be perfect. So remember that. I have to remember that every single day in hopes that my son will learn that as we move forward. I appreciate you all sticking with me as you do each and every day. Thanks very much. I hope the message each and every day resonates with you. Feel free to reach out, ask me questions anytime. In the meantime, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Take care, folks. Have a great one.